So the Super Bowl, a week and a half away, which means we'll have a week and a half of ridiculous stories, everything from the four-letter network to Inside Edition to TMZ to Access Hollywood, one stupid story after another. But the one thing I want you to remember is this. It's just another game. Now, it's not another game for, of course, the NFL and the players, right? It's the biggest game. I'm not overstating the obvious, am I? And, of course, if you happen to be an offshore sports book or any sports book in Vegas, it's the biggest game, period. More money bet on one single event than any other event in the entire year. But from a betting perspective, from our perspective as a gambler, I'm telling you now, guys, it's just another game. It has no more relevance from a betting perspective than any Mid-American Conference game being played on a Wednesday night in September. No more relevance than any American League game going at 10:35 Eastern Time in the middle of May. It's just another game. And what makes it so dangerous because of the magnitude of the game from the public perception is that there are three types of guys that will bet on the Super Bowl. There's the guy who's been betting steadily throughout the football season from day number one. Maybe he's up a little, maybe he's down a little, but he's been there the whole way. Number two is the guy that got buried. He lost, either stopped playing weeks ago or months ago, and now he wants to come right back out because he's going to fall victim to all the media hype over the next week and a half, and he's going to come out and look to get that one big score to get it all back. And the third type is the amateur gambler. That's the type of guy who, even though he doesn't have a care in the world and never watched and went to a track, will sit there and watch the Kentucky Derby. Or if the Triple Crown is at stake, he'll be there for the ride. He's the same guy that will never watch soccer in his life, but if a World Cup soccer match is featuring the USA, he's there in front of the TV cheering it on, okay? The amateur gambler is the guy that has the greatest chance to lose the most money because they just come in for the one game and they have no idea what they're talking about. So we'll talk more about the Super Bowl as it approaches, other tips and stuff that I can pass on to you. But listen, I can tell you already that the game I have tonight in college basketball is going to be bigger than any play I have on the Super Bowl. It's the 11th ever 20-dime college basketball release I've ever had in my career. I'm 3-1 with those plays so far this season. Okay? And that's just the way it is. Because this game, to me, it's bigger than what the Super Bowl play is going to be. Because this game, I think, is a better game. And it's a more winnable game. And isn't that all that counts? It's twice as big as my winner last night on Iowa State. It's bigger than the winner that I had Sunday with my NFL total year, which was pretty damn easy with Carolina and Arizona going over. It's one of the discounted plays today. You can get it for over half price off. I got to talk about Trace Adams quickly before I get to the complimentary plays here, guys. $1 bettors have now won over 50 grand, $50,800 to be exact, over the past 105 days. That's a pretty damn good 3.5-month run. I mean, $50,000. He's going for his 9th straight winning day today, his 22nd in the last 28 overall. Has raised the bar 1,500-star winner number 6 in a row. It's his Big 12 game of the year on Oklahoma and Texas Tech. You can save $60 by using coupon code TRACE. All your other promos, etc., can be found over on the homepage. And should you ever have any questions, you can always contact customer service. Unfortunately, yesterday, Charity Play of the Week lost, and it won 5 straight weeks. It was a real bummer as Chris Jordan, I turned to him, and you know how hot he has been as well, but he was on the wrong side of that total selection in the Horizon League last night. So, real bummer. It sucks when they lose, but we'll just have to try to reboot and get a winner next week. Okay, guys, your first complimentary play tonight. I'm going to go with the Toledo Rockets at home, -7 points against Ohio. Only the third conference home game for Toledo. Listen, Toledo has won 4 of its last 6 games. The 2 losses, home and home sweep at the hands of Northern Illinois. Coming off a miserable loss to the Huskies in DeKalb on Friday night, lost 58-49, 49 points. They hadn't scored less than 62 in any other game this season. Why did they struggle offensively? 5 for 30 with their three-point shots. Good news is that Ohio allows three-pointer shooters to hit 38.4% of their shots this season. They're 323rd in the nation in terms of stopping three-point shooters. They allow 79 points a game on the road. They've only covered 3 times the last 13 times they've been a road dog, including 0 for 2 in such outings this season. So, Ohio coming off a 72-49 loss against Central Michigan in its last game. Now 2-4 in MAC play, including 1-5 against the spread. Yeah, I'll lay the points with Toledo in this one. Toledo -7 is going to be your first complimentary play. Then I'm going to turn to the NBA. And listen, I am the first to say that you do not put good money on bad teams. Let's keep in mind this is a complimentary play. By the way, complimentary plays I've always done so well, as you know. Have I been awful with the complimentary plays the last 3 days? 0 for 7. But I'm hitting my best bets. And there was quite a while here over the past 5 months where I couldn't lose a comp play and I couldn't win a premium play. It's nice personally. I'm sorry I'm losing the free plays, but personally, my bank account does much better when the odds are shifted and the results are that I'm hitting the best bets and losing some of the free plays. But let's try to get back here. I really do like Toledo a lot tonight. But your other complimentary play, I am going with the Philadelphia 76ers, -3 points at home tonight against the Phoenix Suns. The Suns are coming off a 98-95 upset of the Atlanta Hawks as a 10-point home dog on Sunday. Don't ask me how they won the damn game. I couldn't tell you. Bottom line, they had lost 6 straight in 15 of their previous 16 games. First time these two met in Phoenix back on December 26th, the 76ers walked away with the win, 111-104, despite the fact that Okafor did not play that night, but Ish Smith made his debut that night after being reacquired for the 76ers. And, of course, the Suns were hindered in that contest because Eric Bledsoe suffered a knee injury like 8 minutes into the contest, and he's still out. Now, they did have Brandon Knight, however, that night. He scored 21 points. He is out tonight. So you got Bledsoe and Knight both out tonight. You have the Sixers pretty much healthy. You've got Okafor and back in the lineup here this evening. I know Philadelphia just got destroyed at home Sunday night in a snow-delayed game by the Boston Celtics. But that was a bad matchup for Philadelphia because the Celtics aren't a great team, but they don't have any number 1s and 2s. They don't even have really a great number 3 player. But they're a roster composed of a bunch of guys that, are 4 and 5 in talent level. I'm not talking about the positions on the floor, but I'm talking about, they have a lot of guys that on most teams would be the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th best player on a roster. Well, they have a whole roster of those type of players. The 76ers don't. Well, the Phoenix Suns don't have either, because of all the injuries that they have incurred. Sixers out-rebounded them in the first game, even though Tyson Chandler had a good game, out-rebounded them 48-41. I'm going to go here with, again, the 76ers in this one. Ish Smith is coming off a poor shooting night against Boston. I think he was only 3 for 12 from the field in that game. But he's averaged 17.3 points in his last 9 games. Robert Covington has rediscovered his jump shot. He's averaged 17 points and nearly 7 rebounds in his last 5 games. Suns 4-18 straight up on the road, so why not? Let's lay the 3 points with Philadelphia. I like Toledo more, but I do like the 76ers as well. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.